Hello. So this is my doll collection. I mainly collect dolls called BJDs, which stands for ball jointed dolls. And disclaimer, I do have some dolls that are recast. If that upsets you or makes you cry, just keep watching. And so these are all of my this is most of my BJDs. So here is a Lily Cat recast doll. And pretty much, well, every doll I have is secondhand because these dolls can be extremely expensive. And buying them secondhand is one of the few ways to get them a little lower priced. But even then, they can still be pretty expensive. But this is a Lily Cat doll I have. She's wearing a witch hat because she wants to. She's there. And then I don't think I have a name for her. Here are two other dolls. The blonde girl is named Lily. The blue hair girl is named Alex. I believe they're recast. I got them from AliExpress. I don't know which sculpt they are from, but they sit here. They like to be together all the time. And then I have these dolls over here, and this is a Doll Chateau Zora recast, and so is this one. And she likes to sleep. She's always sleeping. And then I don't know how to pronounce this company. This is actually one of my few legit dolls. It's a Guru, something like that. But she's also one of my few vinyl dolls as well. And she's emo, I guess. She likes to have her hair in her face and wear all black. And that's just a purple Zora recast doll, Chateau doll. Then over here on the wooden hand, there's a fairy doll. She's also my smallest doll, and I believe she's a recast as well. I got her second hand, and I don't know where she's from, but like I said, I'm pretty sure she's recast because of how much I paid for her. And she's a little fairy girl. She just sits here and is a little fairy. Her name is Faye. And here is another doll. Once again, this is also from AliExpress. And she was actually a freebie doll. So I only paid 1 penny for her. And I don't have a name for her yet. She's actually one of my newer dolls, you could say. She's a 1/4 scale doll. She's here with her hair kind of giving like Todoroki vibes, you could say. Then here is another one of my few legit dolls. It is an Angelophilia doll. I don't know like the sculpting name for like her or her face or her bust or her body in general, but you can definitely tell she has kind of an erotic face and pretty huge boobs. Um, Her name is Bombi, and she's definitely one of my favorite dolls as well. She, don't mind the wardrobe for my dolls. Just as expensive as these dolls are, their clothes can also be pretty pricey. Then here's another Angelophilia doll. I don't have a name for her yet, but she's also one of the newer dolls I just got, so she's still getting used to being here with the other girls. And unlike Bombi, she is actually harder vinyl. So Bombi's legs are like they're soft, and so is her boobs. But like her legs do not squish, but their torsos are squishy. And then over here, I believe it's an Apple House recast doll. I don't know the sculpt, maybe Ingrid or something like that. But she is also from AliExpress, and once again, one of my newer dolls. And she's here looking great with her little magic items. And this is my tallest doll currently. I named him Ethan. And yes, I'm aware he does look creepy and or tired and or exhausted, but I love it. He also has no eyebrows. I have to finish his face up because when I bought him, his face up wasn't done. And he is definitely the tallest. He's the whole reason this thing is so big in the first place because he needs to be able, I wanted him to be able to stand up. And he's sporting this nice pink attire. And then right next to him, you'll find, I guess it's his girlfriend. I don't know. They just like each other. They don't want to be away from each other. And there's obviously a height difference, but they don't mind. They just like to be together. And she's actually a legit doll, but I forgot the name of her company. I just liked her face and thought she looked creepy, so I just had to have her. And here she is. And these are my BJD dolls. And right above them, I actually have very few Winx dolls. I loved watching Winx Club growing up. And I remember looking at these dolls online, wishing they sold them in the US, but they never did. So I had to buy them secondhand from I don't know where, but they weren't made here. Like Jazz Pacific was in the US, but I didn't like how they made the dolls because I didn't think they were super detailed. So I got my hands on these, and they kind of sell for expensive these days. So I think I'm gonna stick to these, mostly because I like to spend my money on BJDs instead. Like they already take up a lot of money in general, so I just would rather focus on buying BJDs and like BJD accessories. But I love them. They're the Winx. And then above them, I have two 32-inch Moana dolls, and they like to sit here. They're wearing children's clothes from the literal baby section. And they're currently my biggest dolls, and I love their hair. And their faces are so cute. And then moving on to my other dolls. Oh, over here, I have a little, I guess you could call it a station. It's pretty messy, as you can see. And this is another BJD I have. It's also technically a legit doll. It's from the Myro Doll Company. And I named him Nick. And as you can see, he has no eyes. They're over here, but I am currently customizing them. I'm practicing doing face-ups on my dolls. And he just happens to be the first victim. So there he is in his cool yellow shorts, waiting for his eyebrows. And then, because they're so large. Now, Ethan's my tallest doll, but Manny over here is my heaviest doll. He is, once again, I believe it's an Eiffel House recast. I'm not sure, like, the sculpts and everything like that. But he's really muscular, which is one of the many reasons he is not wearing pants. That is actually a headband that I sewed together to make him some shorts. And I had to find these shoes, which is really hard because his feet are so big and wide. And I found these secondhand once again, and they're the only shoes that fit him. And the only shoes he's probably ever going to wear. And he has this cool shirt on, and I recently got him a wig cap, so his hair's looking really nice. And yeah, that's his face. He's sitting here. Another Winx Club doll. She's there to protect him. And he likes sitting. Then next to him, I have Theo. And with him, his head is legit. I'm not sure where it's from. And his body is recasted. And he has amazing blushing. It's hard to pick up on the camera, but his body is blushed really well. And so are his hands. It's not on his lower body, but his sculpts in general is really cool to me. And he does need a shirt, but I think he likes dressing like this anyways and showing off his body. And then moving on to my little combination of Monster High and Ever After High dolls. I could totally sit here and name them all, but that can be for like another video perhaps. I'll just show them. They sit on here above a glass case, which actually has more things that I collect. Some pop figures from one of my favorite cartoons, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, a little Beanie Baby, anime figures from My Hero Academia, the cat from Luca, Disney. These are both McDonald's toys, by the way. Then down here we have some Marvel and DC action figures, along with a few Monster High dolls in the background from the Power Ghouls line. And then under them, I have a few Barbie dolls, Liv dolls, a Billy doll. I don't want to say her last name. I like mess it up every time. OMG dolls and a Monster High doll. And then under them is two Build-A-Bears and one of the Disney Animators dolls, the Tangled Rapunzel one. I find her face structure so cute. And then all above this, I actually have more dolls. It is more Monster High and Ever After High dolls. And once again, I could sit here and name them all, but it would kind of be a lot. As you can see, I have a good amount. Honestly, if you've seen other people's collections, mine's kind of small. Because honestly, I actually used to have a collection of Monster High dolls like way back when, but I had to restart it literally like late like December of 2020. So this is what I have so far. Like what I've been able to get my hands on. Then the last are over here. They are from the Ghoul Friends line, I believe. So they're 28 inches tall. And right here is Skeleta. I had to have her when I knew they even made a doll this big of Skeleta. Because it just literally makes all of the beauty in her face and the details so much better. And all of their eyes can change except for the last one because her eye mechanism is broken. But here they are. They stand behind my TV because it's one of the only places they can go. And I don't believe the two girls next to Skeleta have official names, but they are all from the same line. And they actually come with an abundance of accessories like wings, wolf ears, the little eye things like Operetta would wear. They can all change their eyes, and they have different hand sculpts and little leg details. But once again, I did get these dolls secondhand, so I don't have like every accessory they came with. But I have enough, and I love them. They're definitely some of the favorite dolls I have in my collection. And that's all my dolls. And they definitely take up a lot of space and time, and I love my collection.